Welcome, dear seeker. Let us begin by becoming quiet inside, not in effort, but in openness. Today I invite you into a multi-dimensional field of spiritual instruction, the living transmission contained within Light on the Path to Spiritual Perfection, book number 4. This book is not a single teaching, but a constellation. A collection of insights, warnings, techniques, clarifications, and revelations gathered from living spiritual work. It is like walking through a temple with many chambers, each revealing another aspect of the path toward realization. If earlier stages of the path establish foundation, refinement, and integration, this book expands discernment. It teaches how to move consciously within a complex spiritual universe. The deeper purpose of this book is orientation, to help the seeker understand reality, structure, forces, and responsibility within the spiritual journey. Because the path is not simple, it unfolds across planes of existence, energetic systems, karmic laws, and cosmic order. And without clarity, power becomes confusion, practice becomes illusion, and seeking becomes wandering. This book restores direction. One of the central themes is awareness within a world of opposing forces. Light and darkness, growth and decay, awakening and manipulation. Spiritual life is not separate from world events or collective evolution. Humanity moves within a great unfolding process, a cycle of decline, awakening, and decision. The seeker must develop discernment, vigilance, and responsibility. Awareness is protection, and awareness means freedom. Another profound transmission of this teaching is understanding the structure of creation itself. Existence unfolds through multiple planes, from the transcendental source, beyond time and space, to the mental world of thoughts, the astral world of feelings and form, and the material world of manifestation. Human beings live simultaneously within these planes. Our consciousness bridges them, our actions affect them, and our spiritual work transforms them. True mastery requires understanding how ideas become thoughts, how thoughts become energetic situations, and how situations become physical reality. Creation is not random. It follows law. The book reveals another key insight. Manifestation is a structured process. Desire alone is not creation. Positive thinking alone is not realization. All manifestation unfolds through stages: conception, mental formation, emotional charging, and material action. Without participation in all levels, realization remains incomplete. Spiritual development therefore requires disciplined cooperation with universal law. No shortcuts, only alignment. Another essential teaching concerns balance and natural order. Creation functions as a self-regulating system. Every being has a place, every force seeks harmony. Every imbalance produces correction. Spiritual suffering often arises not from external forces, but from misalignment with natural order. To walk the path is to return to harmony internally and cosmically, to become a living resonance with a greater whole. This book also opens the seeker to a deeper vision of the divine self. The personality is not fixed. It is dynamic, evolving, and refining. Through spiritual training, the human being becomes gradually transfigured. Limitations are purified, imbalances are harmonized. Divine qualities emerge. The seeker becomes what he truly is, a living expression of divine wisdom, love, and power. A powerful initiatory teaching presented here concerns choice. There are different orientations on the spiritual path. Some seek power without light. Some remain trapped in duality. Some dedicate themselves fully to divine unity. Each orientation shapes destiny. Spiritual development is not automatic. It is chosen, lived, and embodied. The path of light requires devotion, humility, and service to divine wisdom. This is the path of true mastery. The book also offers practical spiritual technologies, meditative methods for balancing mind and soul, techniques for developing subtle perception, methods for working with energy and consciousness, guidance for disciplined inner observation. But these practices are never presented as isolated tools. They are embedded within a complete vision of transformation. Practice without wisdom is dangerous. Wisdom without practice is incomplete. Integration is the key. What inner experiences may arise through engagement with these teachings? You may begin to perceive life as structured and meaningful rather than chaotic. You may develop deeper responsibility for your thoughts and actions. You may feel more aligned, more stable, more inwardly guided. Your perception of reality may expand beyond the visible world. You may sense the interconnection of all levels of existence, and gradually a quiet certainty may arise that spiritual development is not an abstract aspiration, but your natural unfolding within a living cosmos. Why are these teachings especially relevant today? Because modern seekers face unprecedented exposure to spiritual information, yet little orientation. Many techniques, few foundations, many claims, little understanding of law. This book restores structure, responsibility, and clarity. It teaches how to walk the path intelligently, safely, and consciously. Who is this book for? For the serious seekers who wish to understand the architecture of spiritual reality. For practitioners who want to move beyond isolated techniques into integrated wisdom. For those ready to take responsibility for the development across all levels of being. It is for those who wish not only to awaken, but to understand awakening. Ultimately, this book supports awakening, inner mastery, and conscious evolution by revealing the living structure of spiritual existence. It shows how the human being is embedded in cosmic order, how consciousness moves through the planes of existence, how divine realization unfolds through alignment, balance, and dedication. It transforms seeking into understanding, practice into mastery, and existence into conscious participation in divine creation. If you feel called, enter the book slowly, attentively, reverently. Allow its teachings to orient your path. For deeper initiatory training, structured development, and living transmission, you may continue through Four Mystics. And for those who feel the call to dedicated spiritual evolution within a living field of light, the journey continues within Ordo Mysticus. You are welcome where sincerity becomes commitment. May awareness grow clear. May your path become aligned. May divine wisdom guide your steps. In love, light, and service, I am Ray del Sol.